It's the morning of February the 21st. I think it's almost 9:30 a.m. I decided to do a video and possibly maybe add it to my YouTube a little later on today, this afternoon. It's in regards to a fight that I had on the MBTA. I don't believe I've ever had a fight on the MBTA. And I'll be 56 in June. I had a fight with two youngsters. I didn't know how old they were because when I went to take a seat, I wasn't paying attention to the persons that was sitting right above me. I was sitting in the back near the rear back door. Well, on the MBTA bus, I think it's the middle back door because they have three doors. I was sitting near the back door. Then they had a little upper level where someone was sitting above me. They were youngsters. I knew they was young, but I didn't know that they were as young looking when I got up to fight back. But I decided to do the video because I did a video before. I think maybe last month I did a video speaking about how a lot of youngsters get on the bus saying the same words, nigger, bitch, fuck you. It's like their regular conversations. They be calling each other's niggas and bitches, and it's very unattractive. Well, I wasn't telling the youngsters how to talk, but one of them touched my head, the top of my head, and I think they were being like an asshole, like being silly. So I said to them about it that I was going to turn a little sideways so I could see better about who's touching my head. But anyways, it turned into some talking and talking and talking, and they were cursing, constantly cursing. They started the problem, they cursing at me, calling me names, and I think they got upset because I didn't get upset. They wanted me to get upset by the name callings that they were saying to me. I don't believe I called them any names. I think I was saying words like, oh, they know how to say the curse words. Ooh, whoopee, ooh. But anyways, they was upset because they couldn't get me upset by saying the words. So what they did while I wasn't really paying attention and I was just talking, not thinking someone's just gonna attack me, just hit me, just reach over and hit me in the face. It seems like they hit me with something in the face because I have a little mark there. I have a little mark there. Seemed like they hit me in the face with something. And when I got up, both of them was hitting at me, was punching at me, and was able to hold one of them, restrain one of them. The other one hit and run. And when he seen that I had the other one, he wanted to stop the problem. He wanted to stop the fight that they started for no good reason. It really wasn't the words. It was the words that they used to do what they wanted to do. Argue and or fight. Because I wasn't calling them names. I wasn't cursing at them. At one point, I had told them that I think that I was probably half their age or triple their age, three times their age. Because I really didn't see them, but I think I could tell kind of how they was talking that they were young. So I really didn't see their faces until I got up to reach back after one of them hit me in the face with something. It hit me hard in the face. I have a mark there. I have a mark there under my eye. They hit me in my face, in my eye and my lip. But my lip is not really. That's just a little rash. I put something on my lips, but anyways, it's really like my eye. That's the problem. It's a little mark. But anyways, I restrained the young one because I had told them before that they shouldn't be on the bus talking like that because they know they couldn't really beat me, and they know they wouldn't be doing it if they wasn't with one another. I had said that. You know you won't do that if you wasn't with the person that you're with. You wouldn't do that. But anyways, I had to end up restraining one of them that was sitting behind me and was cursing really hard, what they call like a sailor, cursing like a sailor. I would think that person was older, but that was the smallest one that was back there cursing hard with all that mouth. But anyways, I could have really tried to hurt them, but I didn't really want to hurt them like I had told them before the fight started. I told them it was just words. I wanted to do this video because I did a video before about a month ago, maybe a little over a month ago, and put it on YouTube and say how people are starting trouble with the words. They want to do trouble, so they're using the words to start it. They look for the person to say any words that they don't like. They start it, and they look for the person to say any words that they don't like in between there. Or they'll lie and say the person said some words to say they can have a reason to hit the person. And they're not supposed to do that. People are not supposed to start trouble with the words and then look for the person to say certain words to them to say, oh, I hit them because they said that, or they said that's not a good reason to hit a person. I've been called many bitches and hoes, and if the words are not true, I never sold sex. I don't give my body away freely. They was talking to me, talking about some drugs, talking about I was a crackhead. I ain't never did crack before. They was calling me all kinds of names, but I didn't get up and slug them. They're young. And they require to be corrected. The MBTA police come because I was restrained and I was holding one of them, and the other one got scared. The one that had hit me and was running. And when they see I had the other one and the other one couldn't get away, then he wanted to stop the fight and say, let him go. But we getting off the bus. It's not that easy. A person not supposed to start the fight and then say to stop the fight when they want or when they feel like they're losing and the person they with is getting hurt or restrained, then they say let them go, we leaving. That's not the way it works. I was really waiting for one person to get off the bus and let the other one off at the other stop, or have the police come. Either or. I really thought that because the bus driver hear the commotion, that the bus driver would call the MBTA police, which I believe he ended up doing. He did. So the MBTA police came and they took my information. I told them what happened, and they were saying how a lot of those young children do stuff like that, and they do. Not all young people. There's some beautiful, fair-doing young people that mind their business correctly. But there's a lot of young people and some older people that's not minding their business correctly. They support and help the young ones and make the young ones believe that it's okay to have bad behavior. It doesn't matter about the age. It's a matter about what they did to me. Because one of the females, she had a nerve to say, when she saw that I had in order, that I was able to control the situation in my way, basically. When she saw that, she was like, "Let him go, let him go. You're an adult." But did you see him slap somebody, like slap me in the face with something? Because it don't seem like it was a hand. It seemed like they used some brass knuckles or something. They used something in their hand when they reached across the chair to hit me. And asking what it really was to hit, it really wasn't about words. It's not really fair to say that words hurt at times, because it's not. It's that people are saying that because they want to fight. It's jealousy. And I also believe they wanted my scarf. I think they know who I was because they grabbed my scarf off my head. And when I was looking for my scarf, I didn't see it afterwards when I was talking to the police. When I looked out the door, my scarf was on top of the older one that was running, hit me and run, and was saying, okay, break it up. After he seen I had I had the other one, I was holding the other one. He had my scarf on top of his bag. I don't know and it is fair for me to believe this, I'm not sure, but a large percent, like 70-80% of me believe that it's a setup. They know who they putting through trouble. I'm a person that people are putting through trouble in the communities. But I think they wanted my scarf for some kind of reason. They wanted my scarf, and the start of fight was one of their ways to try to get it, I think. Because when I got up after I was slugged in the face, They was both of them was punching at me, and then the older one, grabbed my scarf. I didn't really see who grabbed my scarf, but I saw afterwards that my scarf was on the bag, on one of their bags. So I really don't know which one grabbed my scarf up, but it was on one of their bags when the police was talking and they calling their parents and stuff. But it really doesn't matter how old a person is. Each person has a right to defend themselves, to fight back. There's legal guilty and there's illegal guilty. My guilty is legal. I'm supposed to fight back. I'm not supposed to let a person slug me on the face in the bus. Because if I probably was stood there and let them slug me, they probably would have got worse. It probably would have got worse, and I probably would have got really jacked up. But because I did what I was supposed to do to fight back, I end up handling the situation better, where they was telling me to let them go. Okay, we're going to get off the bus now. And they really didn't have the right to call to say when to start the fight and when to stop it, because they were the troublemakers. But I just wanted to do a video about I had a fight. The MBTA police said they was going to have them to go to juvenile court. And I gave them my phone number and my ID. And I said that if their parents wanted to talk to me, if they were reasonable parents, that I would meet and talk to them if they wanted to know more about what happened. Because their children were very disrespectful for no good reason. Were on the bus cursing before I said something, before they touched me in my head. They were already cursing, having conversations, swearing and swearing. So, and I was kind of like trying to ignore that, but I can hear it. But anyways, I just wanted to do a second video to just say about